This is Jason Canigan for the Make Space Boring Virtual Conference #2, and I'm here with Robert Whearty, Bob, as he likes to be known. And his topic, well, what are you going to talk about? I'm really excited to have you on, and we did do an episode on the Cold Star project, so let's hit it.
Well, Jason, I'm here to discuss space insurance and the insurance market as it relates to space. So you want to make space boring? I guess one way to do it is to bring an insurance guy in. So.
All right. Well, you are not just an insurance guy, though. It turns out in order to be able to assess space projects, you got to know a little something about something. So how did you get into this field?
Well, a little bit convoluted. So I did start off my professional career in engineering. First, actually, in airborne radar, and then moved over to commercial satellite payloads because I happened to be working for Hughes at the time, and they did both. So I just migrated from the radar world into payload engineering, and one thing led to another. Eventually became lead payload engineer, and from there actually left Hughes and became a customer. So I was overseeing some contracts at Hughes and one of the rival companies building satellites, SSL up the coast. And then eventually, once those satellites were launched, one successfully, one was a launch failure, ended up doing capacity management for the company, where I worked with the sales engineers and the C-suite, and I managed the capacity of the satellites, assigned frequencies and power levels, ran the link budgets, et cetera. So, and from there, eventually got a business degree, an MBA in finance, and moved into sales, selling satellites into the North America market. Worked for Alcatel, who then became Thales during my tenure there, and then received a call one day that Marsh was looking for a satellite engineer with sales experience to work on in their space team, and the rest is history. So here I am. So.
Right on. And yeah, you've been in there for like a dozen years now.
Not quite 11, but almost a dozen. Yeah, it's going on a dozen actually later this year. So yeah, time flies.
Well, that is great, and our viewers, our attendees, are going to find out, about this business side of the space field that is not really well known or even thought about, I think, by most folks. So. I think it's really critical.
No, I think that's true. People outside the industry, when you tell them, they say, "What do you do?" And it's insure. They're like, "Wow, you can insure that?" I never thought of it. It's interesting, and then it starts the wheels turning. Right? Most people don't realize, there's a lot of risk in a launch, and companies want to manage that. They want to be able to manage, their total cost of risk, and insurance is it's a financial tool, and it helps enable the clients to manage their risk. It's very bespoke. It's not like auto or home insurance where it's off the shelf. There's established forms. There is some template language, but by and large the insuring agreements, the loss definitions are very unique and tailored to each risk and each client's risk posture. So there's a lot of things in play. We work with them, and there's single, sort of one-off geostationary satellites, the big guys out in the geo orbit. Then there's, constellations of satellites and various orbits. And depending on the mission and, the maturity of the company, their risk posture, you're going to, work with them to develop an appropriate insurance policy. And then you have to educate the underwriters and then market it and get it.
So. There's a lot more going on here, than just you giving them a number and saying pay up.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Well, I think this is going to be a surprising treat for our attendees. They're going to learn a lot. Thanks for doing this, Bob.
Oh, no problem, Jason. Look forward to it, and you have a great day.